His cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Screen play. Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Their own 49-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back to throw, Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the sign judge, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Kickoff for Detroit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second down and 3. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
15.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down, New York.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down, New York.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Bell. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stafford looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jets 17, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On Bell, the ball carry.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Aldrich Rosas on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
To Kerryon Johnson.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. They'll roll him out right. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
He was carried there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brought down behind.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brought down at the 31.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stafford on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Morgan. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. His first carry, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And able to connect with Berrios. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Gore. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Morgan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
A deep ball for Dotson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, You press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with the former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Davis now to return it. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run it again with Anderson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Anderson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Morgan. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. On 3rd down, Anderson. Anderson a 1st down and more. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jet Anderson, 32 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Lining up for the extra
Well,
point.
partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Daniel. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Daniel. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Prater for the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Davis on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Morgan. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll run on first down. Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 45 on second down. Morgan. This one caught by Crowder. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, New York.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They give it to Anderson. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on second and 8. Morgan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Geronimo Allison, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Daniel. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Morgan off of play action. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios there to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Morgan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Anderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a run with Anderson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. To the ground, this time with Gore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
The 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They toss it left side to Anderson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Rosas on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.